We already watched this video here, so let's get past it. All right, but we're still talking about helmets. So, baseball, softball, the batter, the person on deck, the runner. If you have someone who is a student and is coaching first base, they need to wear a helmet. So if they're out of the dugout, which amazingly the dugouts aren't protected and it's only 3 feet away, they don't make you wear a helmet in there. And there's just as many people or more who get hit in the dugout because they're over there bound, you know, playing the drums on the bongo, and they're not paying near as much attention as what the third baseman should. And holy smokes, how about the third baseman in softball? They're halfway down the line most of the time. So that's not a bad idea. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm going to give you another project. I want you to find me the latest and greatest helmet for baseball. Now, I will tell you this. Who here does the Book of Faces? Facebook. Yeah? You know we have one, right? You will find all sorts of stuff on there. All right? So I need the latest and greatest of helmets for pitchers. A pitch, yes, a baseball pitcher. You should see it. It's really cool. So it's difficult to determine if they actually have enough padding to dissipate the energy of a ball or a softball, but you're better off wearing a helmet because not just is it got the padding on the inside, it's also curved. And so you don't get a straight on blow, it'll glance. So only wear helmet with ear protection. Don't think that you're one of those major leaguers that you can leave one ear open and then just the ear that faces the pitcher is closed. Wear both sides. So, and Little League helmets, are they safer than the pros? Those are for little people. We're not talking about little people. We're talking Little League.
Yeah. On both sides.
So you're in the pros and you throw the ball faster. And if you're talking about like little babies, that's like T-ball, and they really don't need that. So I want to know why you think this is. Not because why I'm talking about the helmet, not why you think they should be on the person. Which one's safer? A Major League Baseball helmet that the pros are throwing 97, 99, 102 miles an hour, or Little League helmet? Which helmet is safer? You guys are gonna make me tell you to go look up Tony Canigliaro. Tony Canigliaro. He got pegged in the face with the Red Sox in the 70s, I think, and he had to quit baseball because it was over from getting hit in the head with a baseball. All right, so think of you've seen the pictures of Major League Baseball helmets, have you not? You know you know what's on the inside of them when they take them off and you look inside of them? No, no padding. Well, there is. There's a 1 inch ring of padding that goes around there, and there's a little bitty piece of foam that's about that tall on the top of it, and that's it. No, I'm talking about the pros, not these down here. These down here, they got that thick padding that goes all the way around. Those are better. Get more foam. Pros, golly. And so there's been a debate about, especially with even pitchers, because you're only 60 feet 6 inches from the rubber. By the time that you get done throwing, all right, you're 58 feet or less. Now, I just threw the ball at 100 miles an hour, which then just hit, let's say like in college, just hit an aluminum bat and projectiled it right back at you. That's pretty fast. You better have something protecting your head. Anyways, but Little League helmets are safer than pro helmets. All right? Catcher's helmet. Have your catcher wear a helmet all the time, warming up. Oh, I was just in the bullpen. I don't need a helmet. Really? Well, tell your orthodontist that you got an appointment on Saturday because you got your teeth knocked out on Friday. That's what's going to happen. Wear a helmet and a mask when you're catching all the time. No matter how good you think you are, there's others involved, including that pitcher. So that makes no sense that you're putting all of your beans in your pitcher. All one pitch bounces in the dirt, bam, your teeth are gone. And then people are going to look at you and they're going to say, you ain't got no teeth. Yeah. What's this say? Oh, good thing. Keep it covered up. Don't fall into coach's reasoning. If the catcher's good, it's okay. They'll always face the ball. Well, here's the whole deal. They might face the ball, but what else is going on in a ball game? Where is the catcher? Behind the plate. Anybody else around there? The batter and the umpire. Let's hope the umpire's not doing anything to hurt you, but the batter can. So we're playing in a ball game, and our kid comes to bat. It's a JV ball game. And the kid goes up to the catcher and says, hey, look, I got a weird swing. If you, probably good if you back up. Because when he would swing all the way around, and he'd let loose the bat, and he wouldn't throw it, but it'd still be here, and it would end up behind him. Still in his hand, right? And that catcher says, you worry about batting, I'll worry about catching. Got back in there, he kept creeping up, getting closer and closer, and our kid swung his ball, came all the way around, and hit that catcher, bam, right here in the back of the head, underneath his helmet. Yeah. Underneath it. Why? Because he's wearing those little hard hats that looks like a baseball cap, but they're hard, and they don't do anything to cover your ears. You need a helmet that's going to cover your ears. So the bat's an object that you got to be concerned with. You need to wear a full helmet and not one that just looks like a baseball cap that's hard. I think that if you were to take, this is what my father did. He took an old football helmet, because I played catcher, took an old football helmet, and he cut the front of it off so it didn't come down to the forehead. So he cut it off so it stopped right there. He went and got a face mask, and he put little buttons on it, and they stuck here, and then strapped and stuck there. So it covered just like a football helmet around my ears, all the way to the bottom of my head. I had the greatest helmet in the world, but nobody goes and takes the time to build them. They're better than what you can buy now. But those ones that look like a hockey mask, they look cool. So which ones are going to get bought? Throw off your face? This was pretty easy. I was able to get mine off pretty quickly. All right, so you got face protection. All right, have you ever seen the little monkeys that sit there and do this? What are they saying? Speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. Yeah. Think about that. You got full. Now, all you got to do is add this one. You've got here, 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 and just add that last one. It covers everything. Good? When are you leaving? Okay. So, there's 4 categories. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. That tells you. You got ears, right? You got ear protection, mouth protection, eye protection, and then that last one that's not part of the monkeys, full face protection. You'll need to list these. This is a listing. All right? So then you get into football. And you got 2 bar open, 2 bar closed, 3 bar open, 3 bar closed, special design. All right? What are you hunting? What about? So when it talks about open and closed, open means that you got a place to where it doesn't have anything that comes all the way down the middle. All right? That you have that place that you can see through. That's open. Closed means that it comes all the way down, and then you got 2 squares to look out of. It's closed over your nose, like a little raccoon. right? So 2-bar and 3-bar tell you how many bars are on there. Does it just have 1 bar and then a second one? Or does it have 1, 2, and a longer one down here for 3? So that tells you which ones, it just tells you which ones they are. As far as your football helmet, don't drill in your helmet. You're putting chin straps on and so forth. Why not? You might ruin the warranty from the football company. If you ruin the warranty and now you don't have any liability insurance on it, somebody gets hurt. Who are the lawyers coming after? Coming after you. Somebody gets hurt, they're going to fetch you down because you voided the warranty. Make sure you know what kind of face masks are approved for your helmet. If you don't have an approved face mask and somebody gets hurt, do you think the football helmet company, girls, do you think that the football helmet company is going to be there to help you out? They're going to put you under the bus. So there was a guy, his name was Charlie Smith. He played for the Eagles. Charlie Smith was having a really good year. Matter of fact, the entire team they were having a good year. And in 1980, they went to the Super Bowl and played the Oakland Raiders on January 22nd, 1981, in New Orleans, as a matter of fact. So at Super Bowl 15, Charlie Smith had to have a special face mask because 2 weeks before, when they were playing the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game, Charlie Smith got his jaw broken. And so Charlie Smith says, I'm not missing this ball game. So they called up and they had the company that makes these face masks build a specialized face mask. And instead of it just stopping here, his face mask went all the way past his ear holes, way back here, to help protect that broken jaw. So you can get a special design if you tell them what you want and they know how to knock it out. Let me see. Here it is. So, catcher's mask. Got to have good vision. You got to see the ball coming, obviously. You need throat protection. And you need to wear this in baseball, softball, whether you're umpire or you're catcher. All right. So why do we have throat protection there? Anybody ever play catcher? What about your Adam's apple? So many noises going on. So there's this guy. He played for the LA Dodgers. Now, he was their catcher, but he wasn't catching. He was on deck. And a dude fouled a ball off and shattered his bat. And guess what happened? He got stabbed in the neck with a piece of baseball bat. Thank God it didn't kill him. But he was out for the rest of the year. Now, like I said, he was a catcher. So he comes back the next year, and lo and behold, the athletic trainer came up with a great idea. Now, of course, this is cardboard. But, you know, the orthoplast that we use, the white stuff, we melt it down, it gets back to being hard. He took a piece of orthoplast. He's just thinking, how can I get this guy I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to cut some off here, and then we'll round it off at the edges. All right. And then we'll put a hole there and a hole there. And then I'll take it and I'll melt it and roll it up like this. Okay? And now I'll just curve it a little bit. And he took those holes and he took some leather shoestrings and he put it and tied it onto the bottom of his deal. So when a ball would hit, the leather shoestrings would hold it, and his chest would actually stop this from breaking down and going and hitting him in the throat. Yeah, it looks like your tongue. They're the Rolling Stones. Yeah. That's how the catcher's chest or throat protector was made. Now, and it doesn't take much because when I was a kid, I was probably seventh grade or so playing rec league baseball. The dude swung at the ball. He just barely tipped it. I mean, barely. And it was coming in my mitt. Instead, it went over my mitt and hit me right in the throat. Whoa. No, I looked for the ball because somebody was trying to steal. But once I threw the kid out because it went down and it got caught in my chest protector, and I pulled it out like a marsupial and threw him out. And then I was like, oh, that doesn't feel good. I don't think I got that on the daily. So, anyways, that's how the throat protection was designed. Mouth protection. The majority of dental trauma can be prevented by wearing a properly fitted mouth guard. Those mouth guards, we've all seen them, right? They're terrible, aren't they? So you dip them in water, and you put them in there, and then oh, it's a little tougher to talk. All right, it's a little tougher to talk. So what do? In most UTs, it's still tougher to talk. But what do they? What do the athletes do with them? Yeah. Here, try it. Yeah, they chew on it, and the next thing you know, it's this short. That's not going to do the job. So it's got to be a properly fitted mouthpiece. You can get customized one. They go in, they take a mold of your mouth, and now they got a negative. And then they go and they take that mold and they put some plaster in it and they make a positive. So now it's just like your teeth, right? And then they heat up some plastic, they put a, boom, sucks it down, and bam, voila, your feet, your teeth, not your feet, but your teeth fit in there perfect. That's what the pros wear. They don't wear anything else besides that. Also, here is, although there's not so much as a an evidence-based study that I've seen, but they're also thought to protect against concussion. Watch them when they box. Boom, 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 boom. And she loses her big old mouthpiece. It falls out, and about boom, boom, and they're out because that jaw comes up and around and goes right here to your TMJ. Huh? Certainly. They also help prevent lacerations to lips, cheeks, fractures to the mandible. All right? Here's another thing that's not on here, but I want to show you something. Here's a brand new one. This one's mine. I've been jibber jabbering on. All right. All right. You wrestled, so you're pretty strong. Come. These are things I want you to hold this in your hand. Get ready. Stand up. All right. Come. All right. Put your hands like so. Hold them there. Don't let me push them down. Ready? Good. Put them down. Don't let me push them down. Good. Bring your elbows to your side. Don't let me break them in. All right. Put that mouthpiece in. Get it in there. Good. Get a good bite on it. Hold them up. Don't let me push them down. You stronger? Huh? There's a dentist named Dr. Stacy Cole in Fort Worth who believes that if you have something in your jaw to give you that spacing, you are able to maximize your strength. Whether it's you can yeah, okay. Whether it's true or not, if there's a possibility, get it done. That hold on. Who's in charge of workouts? Okay. All right. So, one, you need a proper fit. It's got to be comfortable and tight. Unrestricted your breathing and unimpeding your speech because you talk a lot out on a football field or a baseball. They should wear them in basketball too. I'm going up. Somebody's coming down. Oh, I think I did. So, never cut the mouthpiece. Only cover the front teeth. And don't chew on your mouthpiece. All right? So, there's different types of mouthpieces. Ear guards. Ooh. Anybody know about cauliflower ear? Isn't it pretty? Huh? That guy's got cauliflower ear. That guy's got cauliflower ear. Yeah. And you know what? It's like that forever. All right. You can see it in wrestling, water polo, boxing. You need ear guards, obviously, for boom, boom, shooting. You don't want to go deaf because you're shooting your rifle. And the NCAA actually has a marksmanship sport. So make sure you protect your ears. Why in water polo? Because the horses will bite your ears.
Horses, you're in water.
No, it's because even though they are pushing on you, you're trying to tread water. They're pushing your head, sticking you in the ear. You'll get cauliflower ear while you're in water polo. Yeah, you swim in. No, that's why you play soccer in a swimming pool. Where what? No. Huh? Why? Where does it tell you this? Are you ahead of me? We've already covered that. Well, you're not going to cover it right now when we're continuing on. So in wrestling, boxer, water polo, you got to keep that against cauliflower ears. It doesn't go away. You ruin the cartilage, it scars up and inflames, and then yeah. Well, probably not. You'd have that would not be called cauliflower ear. So earplugs protect the eardrum from loud noises of shooting. You can also get muffs. They make a really cool set of muffs as far as ear protection. It's got microphones on the outside, so if you're talking at a regular level, you can hear. But as soon as the gun goes off, it shuts off the sound, and they're pretty cool. Eye protection. Most injuries are from I know this is on the test. Most injuries are from blunt force trauma to the eye. You got to wear your glasses. That's why we do vision on physicals. Think about the guy who's playing baseball. Here comes a ball in high school going 80 miles an hour right at you, and it's only 5 inches big, right? Is the guy with 20/20 vision going to have a better shot at hitting it, or the guy with 20/50 vision? Exactly. So it makes you a better athlete. So glasses for better vision, but the problem is that they keep slipping down. So you can always put one of those strings back there. But get some sports specs. Look funny for a little bit, but wear them. They're thicker. They protect your eyes. They're got a bigger rubber band around it. Yeah, something like that. Contact lenses, they're good, but they fall out. So you always have to make sure that somebody on your team, your coach, your athletic trainer, one of the managers, knows where your second pair of contact lenses are. Eye and glass guards used as a precaution, and more precautions, in my opinion, is needed. Those visors they wear in football, I think that every kid should have one. The visors inside the helmet. I think every football player should be required to wear one. Well, I'm talking to have to be clear, not smoke or anything. But I mean, holy smokes, you're going after each other. How many times? I mean, we get 2 or 3 kids a game, or not a game, a year, that somebody intentionally pokes them in the eye.
Like, like in the pro football players, how they have like the things. Is that because they wear glasses?
No protection. Protect your eyes. No. Here's the eye protection. There's an Under Armour. Nike makes one. I don't know. There's pretty much all of them do. Neck protection. All right. The best way of protecting your neck is keeping it out of the play. That's the best way. Realize it's not very big. All it needs to do is hold up your head, turn your head. That's what it's made for, not for sticking it in somebody's chest to tackle them. According to experts in cervical injuries, the major value of commercial and customized cervical collar, their only job is to serve as a reminder to keep your head up. All right? It is not to protect your neck. That one there on this side, it's not bad. But if you put it on wrong, you can actually predispose the athlete to breaking their neck. Yeah, I know. Think about it. Let's talk about fulcrums. All right? So here's somebody's neck. Here's your head, your neck, all right, and then your shoulders. All right? If I bring this over this way, like so, all right, it's got a curve to it. But if it's got something right here and wants to go over, now I'm holding it and I can end up with a broken neck. See what I'm saying? You don't see it at all. The neck is here. It wants to come over. Or do I put this here and I comes up and then straight over? So I'm putting a fulcrum there. We don't want a fulcrum there. So it's important that if you don't know how to put these on, then you don't put them on. All right. The other ones there, the bottom one is called a cowboy collar. It actually fits under the shoulder pads. And then, I haven't seen one in a couple of years. And then this one here is actually got, but there's a white spot there. It actually goes and screws on to the shoulder pads. So next protected horse collars, typically used in high school, and it can predispose an injury. So it's important you know how to put them on, and put them on the shoulder pads themselves and not in the crease of where your neck is. All right, what do you notice about this catching gear? The chest protector. What do you notice about the chest protector? What? Yeah, he's got a flap on there. Why has he got a flap on there? Yes, he has to throw. This one here, on this side, he's not throwing with this arm. If he doesn't have that, that's as far out as it comes. So they've started putting this on where this can go with his throwing arm. This one here, no. So you got to cover your thoracic region or your chest. 1, 2, make sure that you cover your non-throwing arm and add on for the other, for your throwing arm. All right. Football shoulder pads. How much we got left? Quite a bit, huh? Yeah. All right, we're going to talk about football shoulder pads, and we're going to fit them on you tomorrow. Yeah, so beware, they stink.